Hello, and today on Texture Review we are going to be reviewing the texture of PlayStation 5. Now this is just the old version, the standard disc version. We have a nice slot here for the disc. You put the disc in here. Slot, very nice. So it's just a plasticky, it's got quite a smooth, mildly grippy texture, very fine lumpy grippy. Doesn't really mark up or anything. Then we have a really smooth, glossy bit around the center there. That does mark up a lot with fingerprints, so I'm going to get as many fingerprints on there as I can. And then we have the disc eject and the power buttons there. They're just nice pronounced slot, thin button, very thin. You can feel it quite obviously, even though they don't stick out all that much, but yeah, there's that. Then we have a USB Type-C port. Can't really finger that. Then a standard USB. Get finger in there a little bit more. Corners, standard USB corners. We have a stand that comes with it. You can configure it so that it holds it up on its side like that, or tower like I have, and it's just got some quite rigid rubberized pads there. Very are they rubberized? Yeah, really hard rubber. This helps it grip on more slippery surfaces, so it doesn't slide off and destroy itself. So that's a nice rigid rubber. I can't really get much grip on it, but I would imagine that it does grip quite well to perhaps a glass surface or something of that matter. And then we just have a standard plastic base, which feels a lot like that part. Very nice. And a little plastic screw, which is plastic. Along the back here, we have a nice vented groove. Ooh. Lumpy dumpy. Yes. More USB ports. Standard feeling. Ethernet port. Yummy. Ethernet. HDMI port. Yes. And the power. You can feel the little metal prongs in there. Very nice. Slippery metal prong. And this plastic is less smooth than the other plastic around the top and front, but that's okay because it's the back. You don't really see it, and depending on where you put this, you don't see any of it, perhaps. And so that is the actual tower, and I'll just put that safely away. To get on to the controller. Yes, so controller, yes, very nice. We have grippy thumbsticks, grippy. They have a nice texture on the edges there. Ooh, rubberized sort of whatever, and it's just designed just to nicely meld with your interface with your thumbs, because you use both hands. And yeah, nice and grippy, so your thumbs don't just slip off when you're trying to play your games. Then we have the buttons here. They are nice. They have a nice slippery finish, so you can quickly press your button and then glide off it. Yes, touchpad. It's quite a smooth plastic. The tactile, yeah. Black body bit, really smooth. The other white bits less smooth than that, but about as smooth as that, but gives you enough grip at the top. Bottom has a more grippy texture there, so I don't know if you're being aggressive with it, it doesn't fly out of your hands or whatever. I don't really know how that would be possible, but some of you are dangerous when you're playing games, so that's a good feature to have. And the triggers have a nice texture on them too, so when you want your fingers to be on them, they stay on them, and when you don't, you can slip them off. Not too aggressive on the texturing there. Just a nice balanced detail. So that's the controller. Put that away. And we have cable, HDMI cable, which you will need to connect the PlayStation to your TV or monitor, whatever you end up using. Now this comes with it. You can get longer ones, you can get shorter ones, you can get all sort of HDMI cable, but this, if you have a PS5, you will have this one. Well, you won't have this one's my one, but you'll have something like this. So we've got a big plastic rectangle on the ends there, quite pointy edges really. Nice smooth metal, as metal, idiot. Metal on the exterior of the HDMI port that you will shove in the hole. Yes, very nice. And then of course it's protecting your actual connectivity bits, which you don't want to ruin, or else you have to get a new cable. But getting a new cable is a whole lot less hassle than repairing a port. Rest of the cable, it's just a plastic casing, and you can kind of, if you're really paying attention to what you're feeling, you can feel the copper wiring just sort of coiled around, and you just get this subtle lumpy bumpy woo all the way along, and that's quite nice. That is pretty much what a lot of cables will feel like, unless they have some sort of fancy outer covering. And then we'll get on to the power cable. This is what you need to turn it on. Now luckily they come with these as well, and this is quite a standard sort of plug, so you will end up having quite a lot of these if you happen to have technology generally. I think I probably have 5 of these cables, but yeah, just a nice stiff plastic casing on the cable. It's got a little bit of text sort of molded in there. You can get a little bit of lumpy dumpy on that. Yeah, and then this is more of a more textured plastic. We've again got molded in bits with lumpy dumpy text. Then on the other end we have the plug, which you do not want to stand on, or else it'll attack your foot and it'll suck. Now, I know a lot of you probably have stood on these before, perhaps as a kid or even 5 minutes ago, and they are quite aggressive and can do some damage. So try not to stand on these. Try to keep them plugged in or out of foot traffic, or where people will be generally wearing shoes, so they don't have this impale their feet. It's just a smooth metal on the ends, nice to conduct electricity, because that's what you want in a power cable. In fact, in most cables that connect things, you want them to conduct, to transmit power or data, because that's how things work. Technology, what a bloody thing. You would never have guessed it. And so that, and all the other such, is PlayStation 5. If you don't have a PlayStation 5, that's okay, because this day and age, there's plenty of options to play games on, or you might not even be interested in playing games whatsoever, and that is okay. But if you were wondering what it felt like, I hope this helped. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and perhaps even sharing it with your friends. I will see you all again next weekend for the long one, or if you're wanting the shorter ones, again, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and when those will be coming out. If I have more time to, I will try to bring out more content, but at least for now, that is the routine. Thank you.